Hi, I'm Nicole Marie Finch, and you are watching my health and mindset blog. Thank you so much for tuning in for today. So today, I'm going to ask the question, do you know how to breathe? Hopefully you do, because we need our oxygen. But surprisingly, many of us don't know how to breathe properly. And while the ways that we're breathing, we're messing up our sleep, our moods, the way we can digest, our heart rate, our nervous system, our muscles, our brain, even how our teeth development and our face structure. Like, what? All of this. Basically, every single process in our body needs oxygen to work. So if we're not breathing properly, then we're going to have a lot of issues with a lot of different things because it's not going to get oxygen in a nice, filtered, clean, efficient way. But if we can breathe healthy, we can find that we'll get more energy, we'll be healthier overall, we'll have decreased anxiety, and we'll feel less fear about things because we'll be more centered and things will be kind of more cohesive and rhythmic. And there's even some studies to show that we'll have better relationships and just a happier life in general by breathing correctly. Like, what? That's so simple. So, all right, here we go. Here's how you breathe correctly. Well, actually, first I'm going to start with how to breathe wrong. Okay? So if you're doing any of these things, sorry, but you kind of suck at breathing. All right? We need to work on this, okay? We're going to talk about what not to do and then what to do so you can live a happier life and have better relationships. Like, what? It's crazy to me. Okay, so over breathing is one way. So where you're breathing like too much. So remember, slow and steady wins the race. So we want to breathe more slowly and more intentionally versus like, no, I don't know, we're breathing too heavy. And that actually leads me to the next one is that a lot of times we're chest breathing. We're breathing from our chest versus from our stomach. Your stomach should be moving in and out when you're breathing. If you look at a baby, like the way that they're laughing or they're breathing, their stomach is moving in and out. So a lot of times we're breathing from our chest versus from our stomach. And we're overbreathing, we're breathing too fast. A lot of times we're holding our breath too. Sometimes when you're working out, sometimes you hold your breath when you're really trying to like do that crunch or that, whatever you're doing. We hold our breath, but like our muscles need oxygen to function. So that's really kind of going backwards there. So remember to breathe while you're working out. Don't hold your breath. Sometimes you hold your breath when you're on the phone talking to someone, but your body starts to tense up and your brain's not getting oxygen, so you're not going to be able to think very well to respond, whatever that is. So remember to breathe, okay? Don't hold your breath. So here's how you not suck at breathing. Okay, so first of all, you want to breathe in and out through your nose. There's certain times, I know, when you're like running or working out, maybe you're breathing so heavy that it's coming out of your mouth. But sometimes if it's hard to breathe through your nose, it's because you've been breathing through your mouth for so long that your nose has, it feels like kind of tight. It's gotten tight. So take some practice breathing through your nose and eventually you'll start to, adapt and be able to breathe through your nostrils again. Because if you're not using it, well, your body's smart and it's like, okay, well, we'll just not focus on that for right now. So you kind of trained your nose. It's hard to make your nose go through that. So make sure you're breathing through your nose, which is important because if you're breathing through your mouth, you're actually breathing unfiltered air. Your nose is important. All those little nose hairs in there, you have those boogers and stuff. Think about that. Like, it's keeping out all the raw, dry air full of viruses and bacteria and pollution and things like that. And if you're breathing through your mouth, that line of defense is not there. It's just going boom, right into your lungs. So breathing through your nose is really important. It might take some practice to do that, but that's step one. So be kind to your lungs and like breathe through your nose. Okay. And that way you also won't be like the person in the corner, like, or the person on a conference call. Always that person on a conference call. But anyways, okay, breathe through the nose. Second is breathe with your belly, like I mentioned. So you really want to, it's really your diaphragm, but you can see like when you're breathing, I don't know if you can see. I don't have I can't see myself, so I don't know if you saw that, but my belly actually moves. And I actually learned this when I was playing clarinet. I was first chair in high school and middle school, but you have to, because there's no way you can play an instrument like that and not take all the breath that you possibly can in. So you really want to breathe with your belly for a few reasons. First of all, It helps actually to by using your diaphragm, it actually massages your liver, your stomach, and your intestines, which will give those organs a rhythmical balance, which is really important because our body likes rhythm. And it's more efficient actually to use that lower part of the lungs. The lymphatic system, which is actually really important for your immune system, it gets help to get rid of the waste it needs from the bowels. And then the pressure in the chest and belly is decreased when you're breathing down there, so your heart won't have to work as hard. So that's kind of why that's helpful with the heart. And you also just the chest becomes more relaxed, the neck and the shoulders become more relaxed, and as a result, likelihood and pain in those areas will go down because you're not breathing here, you're like sitting back and you're breathing through your stomach. So it's more your diaphragm, but it looks like it's breathing through your stomach, and make it feel like you're breathing through your stomach. And then you can get all that air in and you can belt out all the songs that you want to belt out. Okay. Another thing is you want to breathe relaxed and rhythmically. So, a lot of times breathing reflects your thoughts. You kind of can breathe faster if you're stressed out about something, or you breathe slower if you're really calm. So by keeping it relaxed, you're breathing relaxed and nice, even rhythm, your body will tune into that because it's all interrelated. Our body and everything, mind, all interrelated. So if you can start to calm, your breathing, rather than in a stressful situation and be like, if you try to calm the breathing, it's going to help bring you more peace and calm you down. So really you want to try to extend it all. So you should try to breathe in, take 2 to 3 seconds to inhale, and then 3 to 4 seconds to exhale. So get that exhale to be a little bit longer than the inhale. And this all is going to feel weird at first. You're going to be like, I have to think about breathing, and then you're suddenly thinking more about breathing, and it feels weird and hard to breathe, and it's one of those things. But, set some triggers. Maybe you have an alarm on your phone or something. Maybe every time you check the time on your phone, you're like, oh, let me check. How am I breathing? How am I doing? Whatever it might be. Maybe if you get an email, oh, how am I breathing? Have triggers throughout the day. That way you can kind of check in with yourself and take some time to check in with that breathing. Over time, you'll start to get better at it. It seems silly, work on, practice your breathing. You breathe all the time. But if you practice that and start to work on some of these things, making sure you're breathing in and out through your nose. Obviously, when you're working out, running or something, it might be a little bit different, but still try to work on that. Breathing in through your nose, breathing with your belly, with your diaphragm, and try to breathe relaxed and rhythmic, not fast, paced. And you can set reminders and just try to, eventually it will start to become second nature for you. It will start to become easier, and you will just start to naturally do that. Your body will get used to that again. I think as we get adults, we start to kind of learn these bad habits because breathing is really hard, apparently. But things in life happen, and we're not sitting right, aren't doing all these things. So it takes time to kind of go back to the right way to not suck at breathing. So try that out. I'd love to know how that feels, how that works out, and do you notice a difference by practicing this? And obviously it might take some time to really notice an actual impact and difference, because first of all, it's going to take some time to start doing that more naturally and start to have that happen. But also, like with everything, it's not always like you can just press an easy button with your body and be like, boom, it's back. So check that out. Hopefully that helps so you can know how to breathe. Something that should come innate to us, and it does, but we always, like many things in life, we train ourselves to just be all funky and stuff. So hope that will help, because we know life is chaos, so we have to have fun with it, and we have to breathe correctly. Thanks so much. See you soon.